Another word too is important. This was the hardest word for me to actually be able to look in a mirror and say, Rob Shooter, you are important. And I learned this from working with P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puffy. He's got a lot of names, but
Yes,
one
he
thing
does.
he has is he knows he's important. Puffy's success is not an accident. The reason Puffy is successful is he believes he's important enough to succeed. Once you believe that you are important, then you invest in yourself. Success, it takes a lot of work, and there's no other way of getting around that. Believe that you are important enough to do the work, to try over and over and over again. I tell a story in the book when I was working for John Bon Jovi. I flew around the country on his private jet. We would land in cities, and instead of going to the 5-star hotel where the band were staying, John would go to the venue and do a sound check. He sold over 100 million albums. He's been in show business for 40 years and he still does the work. Madonna does a sound check of her entire show, not just 2 numbers. She practices the entire show before she performs it. If celebrities like Madonna and Bon Jovi can practice and practice and practice, then so can you. You've got to do the work. That's in the book too.
Rob, you say the 4-word answer changed your life for the better as well. Tell us about that.
I was 60 pounds overweight. I was drinking so much, I was blacking out. I was not getting up out of bed until 10, 11, maybe even noon some days. I looked in the mirror and I saw this bloated, sweating guy that I just didn't know who he was. I lost who I was. I didn't know who I was anymore. And that's why this book changed my life. People think I invented the 4-word answer. It's not true. The 4-word answer invented me. It taught me every single morning when I brush my teeth to say my 4 words. At night before I go to bed, I say my 4 words. I know who I am. I know who my foundation is. I promise you, if you can tell me, if you can tell yourself who you are in just 4 words, your life's going to change.
OK Magazine just said it was the best self-help book of all time. Rob, that's huge.
It's huge. It's so amazing. Like people like me, people that went to working class schools in the industrial Midlands of England. I'm not fancy. I'm not rich. People like me didn't read books, let alone write books. And so I can do it. You can do it. Start by just taking a step. You can't run a marathon, but you can take a few steps. You might not be able to write a book, but you can write a couple of sentences. Start small, step after step. One of my favorite things about the book is it's packed with celebrity quotes. There's over 100 celebrity quotes, and people ask me what my favorite quote is. It changes each day, but today my favorite celebrity quote comes from Diddy. Puff told me, stop chasing your dreams and instead catch them. I'm here as proof that you can succeed if you keep trying, and if you know that you are important, you know that you are smart, and you know that you are kind.
Good stuff.